And so they say, okay, what we would like is to have you in our shoe departments and shoe lab to be able, to create a shoe from scratch, but really from scratch. So that's why we start as I sign instantaneously, because that's really my dream. Knowing how the body is working, generally speaking, is one of the first things, because the body is managing the club. So now everybody's talking about biomechanics, but how do we apply the principle of biomechanics is very important. With your footworks, you make a big jump. And if you know, for example, just the speed of your hips versus the way you are able, to create a couple of force of amateurs, they will need to know how explosive they are. Because if you are very explosive, you can maintain a good footworks. The design of this bike. Here we have been positioning that, we take some abac of each metatarsus of each kind of different foots. And so there is a direct connection where you get the metatarsus, with this, with the heel, with the internal position of the heel, and exterior position of the fifth metatarsus, from the front to the back, because all that part, is on the ground. So, and what is moving the more is not the back, but is really the lateral parts. So from here, you will learn how to create a coil by using the spike. One of the most important, because you are on the toe, so you know how to use the front, but you don't know how to use the back.
So first time I'm into the heel.
First time you are going to the heel and almost on the Hendrix bar.
So just finished up with JJ over there at the Performance Institute. I have to say it was an absolute fascinating process to go through, to understand some of the issues that I have physically and how they play into my golf swing, and some of the faults in my golf swing and how it limits the way I can swing the club was absolutely amazing. And just learning stuff about posture, just how I stand affects the way that I swing the club quite drastically. So I thought that was fascinating. I think this is the future. I think we'll see more of the biomechanics in the game going forward. Obviously the pros have been doing it for some time. The European Tour have had their institute set up with some time, but I think we'll see more and more of this in the amateur game. So if you're looking to really improve your games, it'd be really interesting for you to go and see a biomechanics guy, and then take that information to your golf coach, a golf coach that understands that, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. I certainly have over the last couple of hours. Now, the Under Armour Spieth 2 shoe, the reason I was here was absolutely fascinating to understand a little bit more from the team and from one of the men who created it, and it goes down to these kind of rotational spikes and how they work, and the positioning of those spikes on the golf shoe is absolutely imperative to getting the most out of a golf shoe in terms of performance. So Under Armour are very much a performance brand. I think that's been clear for a number of years. They started as a performance brand. They started as a solution to a problem to improve performance, and I think they've carried that on, and they've not lost that mantra within their company. And this is now being played out in golf, not only in the footwear but the clothing as well. Fascinating process, real eye-opener. I think it is something that we'll see more and more of in the golf footwear market. I think we'll see a lot more of it from Under Armour, a lot more learning. You know, they're very new to this. They've only been making shoes for 2 or 3 years, and certainly the Spieth 2, their real performance golf shoe, is you know, only just new to the market, so they've got a lot of learning to do yet, and I think it's absolutely fascinating. So guys, I'd love to know what you think about this, and you think about biomechanics in general in golf, and potentially the footwear you use and how that can improve, or maybe it's hindering your game. We'd love to know your thoughts on that, so don't forget to comment below. If you've got any questions about the process, I know it's quite a complicated process. I hope I got some of it across. If you've got any questions about that, I will certainly do my best to answer it. And as ever, if you enjoyed the video, you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.